Hi Kintraks users. Today we're going to have a look at a bit of housekeeping with your Kintraks database. So I'm going to give you a few tips that will help you maintain your database better and also keep things nice and neat. The first tip is how to edit multiple records. So let's say we want to add a new animal, and when we go to choose the colour, we find there's more than one description for the same colour. So in this case we have black and white and then black and white again, but they're entered differently. So how this comes about is the list is populated by looking up the colours of all the animals in your database and then listing them in the list box. So in this case some animals have got the black and white with the little symbol, the ampersand, and others have got black and white entered fully. So what we have to do is isolate the ones that have the incorrect colour description and then change them to the other one so they all have the same description for black and white. So we do this using the search function. So start by going to the filters tab, and from the top list select all animals, and from the second list select colour. Now select the ones with the animal that's incorrectly entered for colour. So we can select all the animals on the list. So in this example with Windows, click the first item and then hold the shift button and select the last one. Right click in the shaded area and choose edit. So your blank edit form opens, but it's a bit different because it only has the fields that you're allowed to enter for multiple records. We can then go to the colour description and select the best one that you want for all of them, and then click save. Okay, let's go back to our simple search. Click in the box at the top so you can see all animals. Now let's show the add form, and now when you select colour, there's only one description for black and white. Let's try another tip. A lot of users find that the names look untidy because they're all in different case. So some are in lower case and some are in proper case, which means the first letter of each word is a capital, and some are in uppercase. Some breeders like to have all the names in uppercase. So in this example, we're going to convert all the names to uppercase. So go to Database from your menu and then choose Repair. And then from the drop-down list, choose Convert All Names to Uppercase. Click the Repair button, and I strongly advise that you always do a backup with any repair. We're not doing it in this case because it's an example. And you can see now it's going through the whole database, changing all the names to uppercase. Alright, so it's finished. So now back on the list, all the animals are in uppercase. You can easily put it back the other way. Just do the same thing. Choose proper case, click repair, and we'll wait for it to finish again. Alright, so they're back how they were before. So this is handy even if you've just got a couple of names of wrong. Rather than edit them one at a time, just run that operation on all the names and then everything's nice and uniform. So this tip is about changing the language in the program. Not just to a different language, but also using the language file just to change particular words to a different preference. So to change the language to a different language, you can download a language file from the website. So you go to the Kintraks website, and underneath all the download links you'll find a link to download the language file. So we click on that, save the file, and when that's done, we can open the file. You can see a language pack folder, and inside is the various folders for different languages. And when you open that, there's a file called language CSV that contains all the translations for that particular language. If you open it in a program like Excel, you can see there's just two columns, one with the English word and one with the language equivalent. So you could just edit that file if you wanted to, but a better way is to edit inside the program. Start by extracting the language file. An easy way is just drag it to your desktop. Then open the program and drag the language file to the main window. And you'll get a prompt to say that it's been installed. So restart the program. And you should see changes in the wording. So in this case, you can see in the toolbar there's translations into Dutch, and a lot of the other buttons have translations. Now when you click on the language button, you can see the contents of that language file. So the English words in the left column and the translations in the right column. To clear the language file, just click the clear button and then save. Now reopen the program to see your changes. And now everything's back into English. However, if you already speak English and you want to just change some of the words in the program, you can use the language option for that. So say we open the database and we can see the toolbar item cage, which is the enclosure where you keep your animal, may not be the word you normally use. You may keep them in a pen, for example. So we open the language file, click on add, type in cage in the box, and then put your substitute word in the second box that appears. And you can see there that that's added to the list. Let's try another one. You might not like the word prefix, because with your particular animal they call it a title. So we'll substitute prefix for title. So now we have two. Let's save that. Close the language form. Reopen the program. Let's open a database. And now you can see that the toolbar item that was cage is now called pen. And on the add form, prefix is now called title. So you can do that for any word that appears in the program interface. And everywhere that word appears, you'll find that it has been substituted.